and I'm Gahala Rivers at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. They love the black and gold here in the Steel setting, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And boy, a rough start to this one as this kick goes out of bounds. They'll come out with a three tight end look on the first play of the drive. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Freeman again, a first down carry. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He was brought down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Roethlisberger. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First carry of the game for Jalen Samuels. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
2nd and 11. Roethlisberger will throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 15-yard line. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Second and 6 from the 10. A handoff, Devontae Freeman. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. A stop there on third that could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I go right at them with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on 3rd down.
They'll run here with Connor, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Devontae Freeman. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
Makes the score Steelers 7, Eagles 0.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Winston, the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
A gain of 8 yards.
We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. Buying time to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 42-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And his throw here is incomplete. Now the intended receiver out of the backfield was Jalen Samuels. And it's 3rd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he connects with Ebron. 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Eric Ebron, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point now by Boswell. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Steelers 14, Eagles nothing. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The big man, Tyson Alualu, there to make the tackle.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the Steelers' 34-yard line.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Eagles nothing.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Wentz going to throw. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now.
4th down.
They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on fourth. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
10 at the 46-yard line.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Down back at the 43.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Pick your game up. Hey, 21, check back 21. Rip right. Big air. 50. Watch out. Check 50. Hey, look, 3. Take both of them. Joker.
On 2nd down, it's Freeman. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
47-yard line.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. And the Steelers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. With it is Jackson. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. On 2nd down, here's Wentz. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowl tight end Zach Ertz, the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Snap coming at 1. Now Wentz. Dancing to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at the Eagles' 26-yard line.
Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Gehring. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I've played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Second and 16. Working from the gun, Wentz. Flush to his right, and he's taken down. Back in his own 7. Stephon Tuitt able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
It's 3rd down.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Incomplete. Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over.
At the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. No spacing. Hey, check back 21.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Setting up the screen, this is Samuels. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down.
At the 11-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. The Steelers were last in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage a season ago, down around 35%. It's 1st and goal. Ben to throw again. Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds, because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Again, it's Roethlisberger. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
By the Eagles. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now a timeout taken.
The Eagle ball carrier.
Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
3-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's able to get up here to the 26. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. On the counter now, it's Sanders. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Touchdown, Philadelphia! Miles Sanders, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are back within a score.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
And that one makes it 14-7.
Good. Makes the score Steelers 14, Eagles 7. Jake Elliott to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Johnson on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. The drive starts with a completion left side. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
A 1-yard gain.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. And this is incomplete. It was Jalen Mills getting a hand in there defensively. So nursing a slim lead, and that is the opposite of protecting that slim lead.
All I can think here is that head coach, he knows more about what's going on with his team than we do. He must know something's up. Either he has trouble with his punter, right? He's worried about his defense. There's an explanation in there that we're going to ask for after the game, because in this situation, I wouldn't have done that in normal circumstances, but maybe he thought my best opportunity is with my offense.
Yeah, interesting. Back in their own territory. Now we'll see what transpires. On 1st down, Wentz. And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway, because that's your strength.
try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Wentz. That's complete right around the 8. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Tyson Alualu with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down.
A 28-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. They had it 1st and goal. 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
He was solid on the field goal, but not as solid on the kickoff there, and that'll put him at the 40-yard line to start this drive. Big bet on the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here we go. 57's the mic. Watch 57.
Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And he stopped immediately there.
Freeman, the ball.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Freeman, the ball carrier.
He's definitely one of the best defensive tackles in the game. He's been a Pro Bowler the last 5 years running. When you run against Fletcher Cox, good luck.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets this to the other side of mid. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
On 2nd down now, it's Freeman. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down.
Let's 57 is left. Knicker. Check four. He's checking like it's
Freeman again. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Third and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
They go play action now. Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 28. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Miles Sanders.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Wentz. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Throwing now is Wentz. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Now Wentz. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. The Eagles on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Again, it's Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. 6 yards there on the keeper at second down.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Let's go, defense. Let's get off the field, defense. Alert, alert.
Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
This is Freeman. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
And 11 at their 48-yard line.
Second and 11 now.
Check right 21, right 21, check right 21. Yeah,
And across the midfield, stripe into Eagle territory. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Gain of 3 brings up 3rd and 8.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down.
47 all day, dog. 47's the mic. 47's the mic. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby.
They'll try and throw forward with Rosen. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
At their own 45-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. So after the INT, here's Wentz. Rolling to his right. He'll fire it deep. He's got it at the 15. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play there for Philly. 41 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Touchdown.
Miles Sanders with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Eagles 17, Steelers 14. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Rosen. Screen pass to Connor. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Complete to James.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. But it's brought in by Washington. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Good for a Pittsburgh.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
6-yard line.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And he goes out of bounds and looks like right at the 50. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From midfield now, here's Rosen. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Back to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 39. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh 1st.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Rosen. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Rosen to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
On 1st and 10 is counter. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Carrier, Nate Gary on the tackle. It's a gain of 6.
He'll look to throw.
Second and
Eluding the pressure right.
Eagles 20.
He'll get that one complete to counter. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now it's Rosen. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 4-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll go again with Sanders. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time, and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that, and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for Philadelphia, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the Cleveland Browns. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, can't resist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I get the dash, can I catch me? Whoa, your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. I ain't never church, I'm a fool, dog. I ain't turn the whole field to a schoolyard.